Disclaimer, this is not a hate video, although I'm getting on hating on this thing real quick. Nah, but in all seriousness, this could really be a huge problem for the WWE. So you've probably heard or even seen at this point that Rocky just recently made his return to the WWE, and judging from what we saw in the host segment with Cody and Reigns, it seems as though Cody has given Dwayne his permission to challenge Reigns for the undisputed title at WrestleMania 40. So let's talk about it. This is going to be a really quick video. I'm just going to talk about the good, the bad, and also the problems that will come with choosing this as your new main event. So let's get started. We'll start off by talking about the good things. The only good things that will come with having or choosing this as your new main event is that this could quite possibly be the biggest WrestleMania match of all time. We are finally getting the dream match of all matches for a lot of wrestling fans. Roman Reigns versus The Rock. This match was so long in the making. We had to wait so long to finally get this match. It was originally meant to happen at Mania 36 in 2020, but then the pandemic happened, and then it was set to happen in Mania 38 and 39 in 2020 and 2023 respectively. But it didn't happen because they were not able to get those matches due to Rock's busy schedule in Hollywood. But it will finally happen this year. We are finally gonna get it, and it's set in stone. This will no doubt pull in some major ratings and ticket sales, and also media attention from a lot of people and companies, which is what WWE have focused on nowadays more than anything else. It will make huge money sales, and a lot of people that left the product will probably come back for this one specific night just to watch these two, duke it out, I guess is what you could say. This entire show, WrestleMania 40, will be built around this match. This match will be the center of attention going into Mania. And as wrestling fans, we have been talking about and wanting this match for years now. So if we don't get it now, I ask you, my good fellow friends, when? But for every good side, there is always a bad side. So let's get into the bad things. The first that I could think about is, do we really need this match to happen anymore? I mean, I know I just said that if we want it, then it's better for it to happen now than to happen later or down the line, and it's a dream match and everything like that. But this match was set to happen so many different times in 2020, 2022, and 2023. But it kept on being delayed over and over again, to the point where I don't even care anymore. I don't care if this match happens or it doesn't happen. Even though Rocky and Reigns are both progressively getting older, and Reigns will probably make the transition from wrestling to Hollywood very soon, this match, I don't really care if it happens or doesn't happen anymore. Rocky's return changes a lot of plans that the WWE had for the original show, and this might be an issue. This not only changes the main event of WrestleMania Night 2 from Reigns and Cody to Reigns and Rock, but it also changes the state of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, as well as Roman's title reign and Cody's story, which we're going to talk about in a second. So I ask again, before you go down in the comments and insult me, which I haven't received that kind of treatment yet, I ask you again, do we really need this match to happen right now? I don't know, man. Another factor we got to look at is, what about Cody Rhodes? After the segment this past SmackDown, it's clear that he's giving it all away to The Rock, and that's perfectly fine and everything. But the main problem that I have with this is that Cody Rhodes won the Royal Rumble match. So why would you have Cody win the Rumble match in order to set up Reigns versus Rhodes Part 2 at Mania 40, only to have him give it all away to The Rock? Well, there's something very interesting about this. Reigns and Cody was set in stone as the original plan for WrestleMania 40. And according to reports, WWE didn't even know if The Rock was going to be available for WrestleMania 40. But apparently, the decision was made in the past few days leading up to SmackDown. Because after The Rock totally regarded Cody's story, he pushed for WWE to have this match happen at WrestleMania 40. He pushed for them to choose Reigns and Rock versus Cody and Rock, while Cody and Reigns was set in stone to begin with. And having Reigns versus Rock wouldn't have been an issue at all. It wouldn't have been a problem hadn't Rhodes won the Royal Rumble match in the first place. Rock is basically disregarding Cody Rhodes' story the Rumble win that he had, meaning that they are probably gonna have Cody versus Rollins Part 4 at WrestleMania 40, which means that in actual reality, there was no need to have Cody win the Rumble match in the first place. The least that they could have done at this point is that they could have had Rocky return at the Royal Rumble in order to face off against Reigns and have CM Punk win the Rumble match. And granted, I know he got hurt during the match, but they could have went with this whole angle about how Punk won the Rumble match and challenged Seth Rollins while Rocky challenged Reigns. And since Punk got hurt and he had to tell everybody on Raw that he got hurt, the spot is now open for someone else like Gunther to take it. And after he wins the Royal Rumble match later this month, we could have Rollins drop the title to Gunther at WrestleMania. And then when CM Punk returns, this will make for a very interesting storyline, because he'll technically have the rights to challenge for the title. He will technically have the rights to challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship, since that WrestleMania opportunity was recently his, or something like that. Or you could have completely given it to Gunther by having him win the Royal Rumble match and not make everything messy or challenging like how I just did right there. But instead, what they've gone with is that they've had Cody lose to Roman the previous year at WrestleMania 39, and then he works really, really hard, overcomes so many different challenges over the past year, have him win the Royal Rumble match 2 years in a row in order to finish his story against Reigns and finally capture the one championship that his father was never able to do, only to give it all away to someone who, in the most respectful way possible, is not even here for most of the time. And instead of having him fight for the main championship, they're having him fight for the secondary title, which he definitely shouldn't win. I know he shouldn't win the World Heavyweight Championship, but if he loses that match for the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania, then it's basically over. He can't be taken seriously anymore. His popularity and his run as a white-hot babyface will probably die down. And in all honesty, it kind of makes Rollins seem a bit foolish, because now the only reason that Cody will choose him for WrestleMania is if he can't choose Reigns. Although all of this that I just said, it's all dependent on if the Royal Rumble match win still counts, if you know what I mean. So what I'm saying is that WWE could have gone with the angle that Rhodes won the Rumble match, he chose Reigns and gave it to The Rock, or maybe he told Rock that he can have Reigns while he goes for Rollins. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm even stuttering. Oh my god. This will make the World Heavyweight Championship seem so much more inferior, because Rhodes doesn't choose Rollins because he wants to. The only reason that Cody Rhodes chooses Rollins is because he can't choose Roman Reigns. And speaking of Reigns, one more aspect that bothers me about this whole thing is the fact that he will probably win again at WrestleMania 40, meaning that his title reign is going to continue and extend even further, which begs the question, when? When will they end it? When is it finally time, man? I have been a supporter of Reigns all my time as a wrestling fan. I've always supported Roman Reigns, even through the time where he was the cringy babyface and, everybody hated him and turned on him and whatever. I have always supported Reigns as a character and as a human being. But even I know that his title reign has just become way, way too long. Now, honestly speaking, it's been a lot of fun watching him become the biggest draw in all of wrestling, and I'll continue supporting that, but I just want to see him go out at the very top. I want to see him end at the very top of his game. And if WWE continues to run with this, then inevitably pretty soon the audience is going to turn on him like how they did before, and I don't think that anybody wants to see that happen, but it's eventually going to happen. He's getting very, very close to becoming the third longest reigning champion of all time, with just about 200 plus days left. But it has to stop at some point. And I imagine that WWE wanna end his title reign like at the biggest stage possible, so they're probably gonna end it at WrestleMania 40 or WrestleMania 41. But the problem with this is that you can't have him lose the title to The Rock, because that just doesn't make any sense. And if you're gonna extend it to next year, we can't keep, people are gonna get tired. We can't keep doing this over and over again. So I'm worried about the fact that Cody won't get to finish his story anytime soon, and the fact that Reigns' title reign will continue going, even though it really isn't supposed to at this point. And again, I don't have a problem with Cody versus Rock. I really don't have a problem. The only reason that it's such an issue now is because Rhodes had already won the Royal Rumble and they already set the match up, only to go 2 steps back. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the whole situation. Sorry that I became so but like, that's just how I am. Comment down below with your thoughts and how you think about the whole situation, about Cody Rhodes not being able to finish his story and Rocky taking his place at WrestleMania. This is the second time it happened in over, was it 10 years? This is the second time it's happened in 10 years. He did it to Punk and now he's doing it again to Cody. Oh my god, man. But comment down below what you think about this whole situation. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and sub if you haven't already. Please. I just wanted to get this video out as soon as possible, but I am working on another one. So if you want to, see what I've been cooking up recently, you can expect that video to drop anytime between Thursday or Friday of next week. I have a very good feeling about this next one that's coming up. Anyway, subscribe, do all that thing, and yeah, go watch WrestleMania. See ya.